Good morning, students. Today we will learn the new topic. The topic is differentiation of implicit function. So first of all, we must know that what is implicit function. Let me write one example, and I first tell you explicit function, and then later on implicit function. Two kind of function we have: explicit function and implicit function. Those function in which y is equal to in which y and the term of x are separated, meaning in one side it is only y is written and another side is the term of x. However, it may be tough, but the term of x is one side and the term of y is one side. They are already have been separated, it appears separated, like y is equal to, it is not merged with x and y and x clearly are appearing on both different side. This is called a explicit function. Until now we have seen this kind of function many times. But what about the implicit function? This is a function in which x and y are actually mixed, and in that cases y cannot be the value of y cannot be found in the form of x clearly. Like if I'm writing here xy square sin y plus x is equal to 1 is equal to 0. So this is an equation in which we cannot find the value of y in the form of x clearly. We cannot find the value of y in the form of x clearly. So this is implicit function. Can you say this one? The value of y is already in the form of x. So this is explicit function and this is implicit function. So now we have to see the differentiation of implicit function. I mean to say, this particular kind of equation you would be given, and then you have to find dy by dx. You have to find dy by dx. So let's watch that how we can find out. So first I have actually put the idea of the function in your mind. Now let's watch that how we can find out dy by dx. Before seeing that whole, we want to discuss some else topic, like y is always function of x. Sometimes we know the value of y, sometimes we don't have. Like if we are asked the question that what is the differentiation of sine x? So one should know that differentiation of sine x is cos x. Very simple concept. But if I ask you that find d by dx of sine y, this is very important question. This is very important question. This is. Now first of all, while doing the differentiation, one must know that this is x. So differentiation of the function with respect to x happen, and this is answer cos x. And what we have learned till now, that except x if it's here except x if it is supposed to come else variable, like else constant, like sine a or something else. If I ask you d by dx of sine a, one should know that it is 0 because it is a, it is constant value and it is variable x. So if it is variable x, it must be variable. So I just want to speak something that it is x but it is y. Sometimes students suppose it is constant. It is not constant. Actually y is never constant because y is none else. Y is always function of x. Even this time we don't know the value of y, but y is always function of x. So whenever y will come, it will count as a function, and you know the chain rule. This time what will happen now? First sine will differentiate and y is called the another function of x whose value right now unknown. Right now you don't know the value of y. Instead of that, let me write one question, and I want to speak something about the comparison about these two functions. If I am writing sine of log x, sine of something cos x, I ask you the answer. First to compare these two. This time sine and sine, yes, they are same. This is cos x and this is y. What is the difference between these two? Both are actually same, but instead of y it is cos x. This time we know the value of cos x. How you do this answer? How you do this question? You have a chain rule. First you do the differentiation of sine, and this time second is a cos x. So first differentiation of sine is cos of angle is same, and differentiation of second function cos x. This is a logic. Here also, if you compare, this is a sine, and instead of that cos x we have a y. So sine of y. And if I ask you that what is y, it is a function of x, whose value is still right now unknown. So same as here, as it is counted as a first function, it was counted as a second function. Similarly here, sine is counted as a first function, and y is none else, it is a function of x, so it will be counted as a second function. So by chain rule, first sine will happen as the differential sine is cos, angle will be same, and what will happen? Double differentiation of, again differentiation of y, which is called dy by dx. So keep in mind, and always that make the habit to write whenever you have a term of y, you have to do the again and last differentiation of y, which is called dy by dx. See one more. Suppose you have a d by dx of tan y. What you will write? So first it will be 10 and then second y. So 10, the differentiation of tan is sec square y, and this is the second function y, which having a differentiation d by dx of y whole called dy by dx. That is simple as that. So keep in also this mind, very simple, that is nothing hard. Okay, hope till here you have got. One more I want to speak, I want to write. Suppose you have a d by dx of y square, suppose. Very interesting that is. How many functions it is appearing? There are two functions. First is a power and second is a y. Second is a y. So definitely y is a function of x. That's why it is counting as a second function. Instead of that y, if you supposed to have x only, it is a single function. It's you know the answer 2x. But instead of that x, if you supposed to have sin x, so you can compare these two are same. Why they are same? Because this is a y and instead of y we have a sin x. This time we don't know the value of y, this time we know the value of that function. So two functions are counted as first power function and then second sine function. Here also first power and then second y. Meaning whenever y comes, it will always count as a second. You always have to do the last differentiation of y. Like first power will come front because it's a power. The deduce of 1 from the power 1. 2y, and again differentiation y, it will be dy by dx. So keep in mind and always make the habit to do the again differentiation of y, like dy by dx. So hope student you have till now got the term alone y. When alone y will come, definitely dy by dx of y will be dy by dx, no matter at all. But if dy by dx of y comes in some other way, like other pattern like sin y is equal to cos y suppose coming, so don't afraid about. First will be differentiate, the differentiation of cos will happen and then second y. So differentiation of cos is minus sin y and differentiation of y is none else, it is dy by dx. So last it will be definitely dy by dx. So hope till now you have got the concept of the implicit function as well as what I have taught you here. So let me put some question by which you can understand the thing what I was going to tell you. Example number 25 I'm telling you. This is given y plus sin y is equal to cos x, and we are told find dy by dx. Nothing hard that is. So how you will start your working solution? You will start differentiate with respect to x. Now this time you don't write differentiation of y with respect to x because it is not y. And that sentence normally we used to write in explicit function in which y and x are separated term and y looks alone in left hand side and the term of x looks in right hand side. That time we used to write dy by dx. This time we have to write differentiate equation with respect to x, and what we'll write? What we'll write? That is d by dx of y plus sin y is equal to d by dx of cos x. So d by dx of y plus sin y is equal to d by dx of cos x. It will be written. Now what will happen? This is a plus sign. So d by dx will operate both. So d by dx operate on y gives you dy by dx because y is alone here. But d by dx when operate with sin y, it is yet to write, and d by dx is cos x is very genuine, minus sin x. What about here? That's the question mark, because I have taught you this idea of differentiation of this particular term. It will be same. D by dx of the first it will be sin and second will be y, because it is y coming in, y is none else. Y is function of x. So differentiation of sin is cos y and differentiation of y is dy by dx. It's a chain. First sin y is a cos y and then y will be dy by dx is equal to minus sin x, and the simple strategy you have to adopt to find dy by dx, take out common dy by dx wherever it appears. Look, dy by dx appearing in both terms, so take out dy by dx common. What looking here, 1 plus cos y is equal to minus sin x, and nothing surprised that dy by dx will be minus sin x upon whole term will transfer that side only, so 1 plus cos y. Whatever it is, that's an answer. This is a d by dx. So it is very simple concept. I don't think that you couldn't understand it. Very simple. Now let's watch some example. Now depend they are the inverse trigonometric function. So first of all, we will focus here exercise 5.3, and initial we have a 8 question to make. This kind of all 8 questions are coming in a sequence. So I want to tell you one question which actually give you more idea. Suppose I am taking here question number 2. 2x plus 3y is equal to sin y. This is a question, and we want to find the dy by dx. In every question till 8, we want to find dy by dx, and what we will write in solution? We will write differentiate of the equation with respect to x. This will be written d by dx of whole 2x plus 3y is equal to d by dx of sin y. What will happen? D by dx will separate in 2 terms, because that is a plus sign between them. And what about here? D by dx of sin and then y. I gave the idea of how to face this kind of condition. It will be counted 2 function. First will be sin and second will be y. So sin will be cos y and again of y will be dy by dx. So whenever y will come, keep in mind that always happen. And what about now? 2 is a constant value, comes after. D by dx of x is 1. 3 will come after. D by dx of y itself counted as dy by dx, and cos y dy by dx. Look at the thing. 3 will come after, and d by dx of y will be dy by dx, dy by dx. Nothing happened because it is y alone there. So what strategy we have adopted here? I took out common dy by dx just by taking all dy by dx one side. It is equal to sin. We have a dy by dx here. We have a dy by dx here. So we transfer to the term dy by dx one side of the equation. Like I did transfer. I will take out common dy by dx from both the term. I have a cos y minus 3. And what will happen next? Dy by dx is equal to 2 upon cos y minus 3. That's an answer of the question. So hope students you have got till here. I don't think that it's not tough, very easy for one and all. Okay, let me tell you one more questions by which you can understand very well. And now the further question perhaps you can make from your side, yourself. Okay, let's look. Question number, I'm telling you, 7th one. Sin square y cos xy equal to k. This is a question. So, okay, I'll write first differentiate with respect to x. D by dx of sin square y cos xy, put in a bracket, equal to d by dx of k. Now, d by dx sin square y, d by dx cos xy, one should know that k is a constant, so its differential is 0. What about here? So count the function. How many function it is appearing? 3 function. Power, first function. Sine, second function. Y, third function. So do it. power will come after, 1 will decreased from the power, then second again differentiate will be sin y. Chain rule. First done of the power, then sin y. What about here? We have a first cos and second xy. So first differentiation of cos will happen. So differentiation cos is minus sin, angle will be same, and double differentiation of xy will happen equal to 0. Very interesting now. dy dx of xy is equal to 0. Now what will happen here? 2 sin y, this is sin and then y. So first we'll differentiate sin, so it is cos y, and again differentiation of y will happen dy by dx. What about here? That again interesting concept comes. Actually student get always confused about that term, and what he or she does, differentiation of x is 1 and d by dx of x, dy by dx, he or she used to write dy by dx, but it is wrong because it is not a single function, it is a two function which are in multiplication. Keep in mind it is in a multiplication, so you have to use the multiplication law regarding here. And what the multiplication function is? First function as it is, differentiation of y, second function dy by dx. First second function is a y and differentiation of x is 1. So this is happening here, the multiplication rule under this x into y completed. Now what to do? 2 sin y cos y, it looks like 2 sin theta cos theta, which is sin 2 theta. It's a simple concept of trigonometry. Sin 2y dy by dx. Multiply sin xy into this because we want to find the value of dy by dx, and the method is very simple. Just to collect all the term containing dy by dx, and which is looking here. So I'll multiply inside that x into sin xy dy by dx minus and plus minus y into sin of xy is equal to 0. Now take out dy by dx from these two. Dy by dx I'll take out common. I would have sin 2y, it is not square, sin 2y minus x sin xy, and I do transfer this here, y sin xy. What to do next? You know, this whole term will shift in the denominator side. Dy by dx will be y sin xy upon what will come? Sin 2y minus x sin xy. So this is an answer. It looks very big answer, but it is true. So lastly I would speak, because I have taught you a lot, from 1st to 8 of the exercise 5.3 is on you now. 2 or 3 and one example I have made, and rest you will do. If problem occurred, you are free to call, or you are free to do a WhatsApp on my personal number. Okay, thank you.